What is up, G's? Gaming Prodigy here with some Interceptor tips and tricks. Now, this motherfucker is fast as shit, and he's acrobatic, and he does a shit ton of damage. So I'm gonna teach you guys what I've learned so far in the demo, and hopefully it's gonna help you guys control this motherfucker like a G. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go over a couple things. First of all, look at this bitch fly. He's fast. That's just a little bit of the speed. So let's go over the system and stuff that I've got equipped here. The look I've got is awesome on it. So the assault system. I've got the Spark Dash equipped. It does a shit ton of damage and recharges really quickly. Look at that damage right there, though. It's pretty good. The weapons I've got is the Anvil. It's a marksman rifle. It does good for headshots. Headshots on little enemies work pretty well. And then the heavy pistol. So you can switch that pistol out for a shotgun if you want to. You're going to be in close range to enemies most of the time. Here for the components, I've got armor reinforcement. It's going to increase armor and health for my javelin. And then the shield reinforcement is going to do that to the opposite, that the other one didn't reinforce as much. So that's helpful since you're squishy. Now for the strike system, I've got the Wraith Strike. The Wraith Strike does a good amount of damage and also recharges fairly quickly, so I recommend it. And for the support system, Rally Cry, it's going to break your allies out of status effects. So I'm going to show you guys the Spark Dash right there, and then here is the Wraith Strike. And I mean, it kills things fairly quickly depending on what enemy. Then here's the melee attack that you're going to be using. And for a tip here is you want to use your flying and your dodging and hovering to your abilities. So use your abilities while you are hovering. I'm just going to show it to you a second time here so you get the gist of it. My abilities come in handy there for that. So right here I'm also hovering and killing wyverns. I'm trying to use my abilities in midair because that's a good thing you need to be doing. But against wyverns, they don't work too well, as you can see. And I did the air melee in midair there. Here's the headshots I was telling you about. Don't mind my terrible shooting there. It's pretty awful. I'm gonna show it to you one more time. Because these smaller enemies take headshots pretty good. So use your marksman rifle to your ability as best as you can. Now here, I'm using my dodging, my air dodge right there. Very badass. And I turn around with the flight ability and I find him and I use my air melee. I'm gonna show it to you again after this so you guys can see it again. And I ganged up on him because he had a shield. So I get targeted right here, and then I dodge last second. He misses me. I keep flying to try to locate him, and I go down there and slash his bitch ass with my spinning attack from the air. And you're gonna want to mix that up with your melee attacks and your abilities. So combo everything together. Alright, now this is just a world event in the quick play. Or the free play, I mean. I'm going to let you guys see this entire event go down, what I do, and then I'm going to go over some the main tips and tricks that I'm going to let you guys know today. Alright, so, first things first, stay moving. Your javelin puts in a very good amount of damage, but you're squishy, and you're going to go down to red health like I just did just now. Whenever that happens, though, stay moving like I said. Don't panic. Don't try to stay around and shoot somebody. So you're the fastest motherfucker out there on the field, and the enemy's not going to be able to hit you. Make sure you're dodge rolling in midair. You're dodging whenever possible. String together your dodges and stuff, which is the next step. So step 2, string together your mobility. You want to use your flying dodges, your all your jumps, and all that together. So you get 3 jumps, and you get 3 dashes. So you can string 3 jumps together with holding B and whichever direction you're moving. And you can also jump 3 times. And you can do that mid-air as well. While flying, you can stop mid-air, flying, jumping, everything. String that shit together. Try to kill as many enemies as possible. Gang up on the ones with the blue bars, because whenever you hit them, they can't do nothing. They're paralyzed. And sometimes they fall back. And your dash, like just now, well, after I use the abilities, whenever I hit him, he kind of falls back. So I dash over like that to keep with him, so I can keep hitting him. So otherwise he'll just get away from me, and I can't continue putting damage on him. Alright, thirdly, use the moves to the fullest, which I pretty much just said that. You're going to want to string together your dashes, your melee attacks, your jumping, and melee attack from the air, and your abilities. String all that shit together, put your combos in. Right here, guys, revive your allies when possible. Right here, I couldn't get to him because there's too many enemies around. So, my main objective as a Interceptor Javelin is to clear ads most of the time, especially whenever you can't get to a revive. Somebody else can revive them for you. After that, if you don't have any ads to clear during all that, you can focus on a boss like this, a yellow bar enemy, or a boss with your abilities and stuff. Just like I said, try not to stay in too close because you'll take damage. Watch your health bar and your shield. String together your stuff. You guys did just see the where I jumped over that enemy and you did my my air melee attack. That shit was dope. See right there, I'm red bar, so I flew away and I went to pick on a blue shielded enemy. So that's the 4th step: crowd control and bosses. I'm gonna tell you guys what I wrote down for this, because I mean I had to have a script to tell you guys all this shit. So your super is designated for ads, but it can be used to apply damage to a boss or yellow bar enemies, but only after it is alone. You as a interceptor are designed for ads, so clear ads first, main priority. Secondly is your bosses. This is just me collecting some of the I collected the resources there, and I'm going back over here to get the chest for the free play event. The 5th step was revive your allies. You have to revive them whenever possible, because you are going to be designated as the designated medic in case if everybody goes down. You should be able to stay alive and get people up. This is another free play event I'm going to show you guys while I'm still talking about some things. So the 6th step now. This is the last two tips. 6th step: pick up red orbs whenever you see them. They won't fill your health all the way up unless there's a lot of them, but they will help you survive. And that flows into the next step here, guys. Survivability. Your survivability is high, but you also take a lot of damage, so you have the potential to die. So survive. If your health gets to a certain point, start dodging, fly away, do something. Don't sit there and get killed, because that's no help to your allies. Your allies have to come over there and pick you up after that. So I never went down in any of these clips, so you guys shouldn't either after following these tips here. Dodge around enemies, jump over enemies, or both. They can't hit you if they can't see you. So take that into account. Use your speed to your advantage here. That's pretty much all the tips, guys. I think this clip's about finished up, but So far, I love this game. The Interceptor is my favorite, and that's what I'll be playing whenever the game releases. It's the first one I'm going to unlock. The whole concept of being able to like fly and be speedy as shit is just dope as hell. And just combo your dodges and flying and stuff, and take all these tips into account, guys. Alright, well that's it. I hope these tips helped, and go out there and be the best damn interceptor you can be. Peace.